April 4th, we're going to be meeting with Alex Hormozi and 10 other entrepreneurs where Alex is going to give us a plan on how to scale our business. So I'm super pumped for that. This is something that we signed up for last year. Towards the end of the year, we went to Alex's Las Vegas workshop at acquisition.com. It was really eye-opening, learned a ton. So we decided to sign up for his level 3 program, which is the one that I'm describing now. It's you get to meet Alex Hormozi, and then there's 10 other entrepreneurs in that room where we're all trying to scale our businesses. To prepare for this, Alex's team sent out a questionnaire where they asked us obviously questions about our business. This way they can find out kind of where we're at, what our situation is, what are our biggest problems, so they can start coming up with a plan. Then that plan is going to get escalated to Alex Hormozi. And then when we meet, he's going to give us the plan himself. So that's the idea. In that questionnaire, there was the question, what is your biggest bottleneck? And I've spent probably 4 hours today thinking about this question as to how to articulate it. If you've been following me here in this journey for the past couple of days, maybe a few weeks, I don't know, I've been talking about the biggest problem in our company, which is our lead generation, but I am going to talk a little bit more in detail and tell the story of our company so that you could see where I'm at and what I'm trying to get out of this workshop. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Hervin, and this is a daily business update video series where every day I come on and I share what's working in our business, what I am working on our business on a day-to-day basis, the lessons that I'm learning, the problems that I am facing. So I spent today thinking about what is our biggest bottleneck and how did we get here? And how do I ask that question to Alex Hormozi in a way that is going to make sense to him and in a way that is going to be productive, meaning he's going to know exactly what our situation is and how to help us. Yeah, so that is what I'm thinking about. It's like, okay, we signed up for this meeting with him. We want to take full advantage of it. We want to use, obviously, his expertise to help us figure out how to scale. So I want to articulate the question in the best way possible so that he can help us. That is what I've been spending today, and it's been difficult because obviously I can say that our biggest bottleneck in our company is our lead generation. We're not generating enough leads, but that's not really, like, without all the context, you could just say, okay, try some marketing and see what works. That's not really the full story. So for us, we're not generating leads, but the bigger picture is that we're not generating enough sales every month. We're not getting enough new customers every month. We've sort of plateaued out for the past more than 2 years. And to understand why this happened, I'm going to tell you a story from the beginning. So when we first started, it was my wife and I. We started doing some marketing for 2 studio owners, and they got good results. One of them was really well connected with other studio owners, and she told her friends, and then they also started working with us, and then they also got great results, and they started telling all their friends, and then eventually we kind of grew like that through word of mouth, where one friend told the other and told the other. And so at the beginning, we didn't need to market. It was just us, and it worked. So they told their friends and they were super happy, and that's how we grew. At some point at the beginning, I'm like, yeah, we got something that's working. Let me turn on some ads, because that's kind of like my background. I come from the digital marketing space. At least that's where I learned all of the business skills that I've learned. It's just like attending business seminars, taking courses, paying for coaching programs, all in the digital marketing space. Anyway, when I thought to turn on our ads, we were still growing and we couldn't handle the growth that we were already growing. So I turned them on and quickly turned them off. Really, the main focus during the beginning years was just because I saw that we were getting consistently a steady flow of clients. I'm just like, okay, instead of trying to attract new clients, I need to figure out how we're going to handle the clients that we're already getting, because we're growing at a steady pace. And this is a business where we want people to stay with us for a really long time. So why don't we focus, instead of attracting new clients, we focus on giving the current clients an amazing experience, and also create an onboarding process so that whenever we get a new client, we could easily onboard them so they could start getting good results really quickly. So just figuring out our client onboarding, figuring out how to just, first of all, how to do that, what softwares to use, how to structure our onboarding, what do we need to teach, like the iteration parts of that. At the beginning, we had to figure it out. And so that took time. Then organizing ourselves as a company, I remember we even got to 200 clients and it was just 5 of us. Like I was terrible at hiring. I think I'm still terrible at hiring, but I just had no clue whatsoever. Like how do you delegate? How do you give feedback to somebody? How do you write processes to give to somebody so that they could do the work? I didn't even know you needed processes. How do you find somebody? Where do you source this people from? Like the candidates, how do you interview them? What do you say? How much do you pay them? All of these questions. So for a while, like we were just hiring, like trying different hiring processes, hiring methods, try and find people from like LinkedIn, from the Philippines through this website, from Indeed. And we tried different ways. We tried setting up different, I guess you would call them hiring funnels to attract people. And that was a steep learning curve. It took a while. Also, it felt like we were never on top of it. Like we would hire somebody, and then within a month or two, we need more people. So, and it was taking us like 3 months to find somebody. So we were never getting ahead of it. And then by the time we had a couple of people, then some of them didn't end up working out. And so then we need to hire even more. It just always felt like we were on the back foot the entire time, let alone like trying to worry about growth. We were just trying to keep up with the demand that we had. And at the beginning, everything was great. We were growing. We didn't have any competitors whatsoever. We came into this space of dance studios because we had a dance studio ourselves. We had figured out our automation and our marketing for ourselves, and we brought that into the marketplace. At the time, nobody else was doing it. And so again, this meant that we were growing and there was no competition and our clients loved us. And that went on for a while. But came a point where came more and more competitors into our space. And even though we had put all this time into trying to figure out how to best support our clients and how to make sure that we're giving them the best experience, other people came out there into our industry, and they started like advertising their services for way cheaper than we were selling them for. On top of that, they started advertising their services like if they were doing the same thing that we were doing. They're like, okay, they're doing automations, we're doing automations. Like I have crafted our automations. It took me like over 2 years to get them to a place where they were really good, where they felt easy and intuitive for our clients to use. And so I put a lot of effort and time into them. And then came other people who were just like, here's also automation. And I knew they didn't put the same amount of time into them because I got eventually some of those people to leave them and to join us. Not on purpose, but it just happened to be like other people come from other companies and they're like, oh my God, this thing is so easy to use, unlike what I experienced at another company. But it's hard to say like this automation is better than this automation because it's not like a sofa that you could just say like sit on it and then see how soft it is, right? Like it's just not very tangible. So through all of this, our competition has increased, which also has impacted the amount of leads that we were getting. So instead of us getting referred, like other people who were offering for cheap, they started growing, they started getting clients, and now our leads started to slow down. We were primarily just mostly growing through word of mouth, and then also growing through affiliates. And our affiliates, for whatever reason, they just stopped referring us as many people. I mean, there's some things here that I just rather keep a little bit vague, but yeah, our leads completely slowed down. There's more competition, and clients have been feeling like, okay, what makes you guys different than these other guys? So that has been something that I have had to think about for a really long time, like what sets us apart. And we did a study with our clients to find out like who are the clients that are getting the best results, what are they doing, how happy are they? And we have lots of happy clients, and we have found that most of our clients who are with us, who are really happy, who love our service, who want to keep going with us, who are getting great results, they don't just have automation, they have all of our services as well. So we sell two things. We sell software and we sell services. So you can think of software as our tool so we have proven tools, like our automation has been proven, our ad templates have been proven. And then we have our services, which is our people, our team that have been trained on how to make the most out of Studio Hub, which is our software, how to make the most out of Studio Hub, what best practices can we help our clients implement? Are the clients following the best practices? So we need to hold them accountable. Like we have a team that meets with our clients and supports them. Then we have a support team internally. So the clients who are doing the best with us are the clients who take full advantage of all the services that we offer. Now, not everybody is using our services, and we have found that we also analyze like, okay, who have been the clients have been churning the most, and it's the clients who don't have our services, who just have our tools, because even though our tools are great, they may hear from other people like, hey, our tools are the same and cheaper, even though they may not be. Like, it's just hard to prove. So anyway, our churn has gone up because of that. They go somewhere else. The people who have our services, those are the people who just they've stayed, they're happy. So I've been in my mind thinking, okay, how do we get more people to do our services? And so when we're thinking about like what is our biggest bottleneck right now, is more than just lead generation. It's trying to figure out what sets us apart from our competitors. How do we structure an offer that is simple and easy to understand in a way that is tangible for people to say like, this is way different than what others are offering, in a good way, in a meaningful way. So thinking about our offering and like, Alex Hormozi has that saying, how do you make an offer that's so good that people feel dumb saying no? I've been thinking about that. It's like, okay, so it's not just lead generation, but it's rather like, okay, what is our position in the marketplace? How do we differentiate ourselves from others? And for us, the conclusion that I have come to is that we need more people on our services. We need more people that we are consistently helping. And so I've been thinking about ideas for that I would like to get Alex Hormozi's input on. I feel like if we had more people on our services, would also be great financially as well, because our services are more expensive than just getting our tools. We're able to charge more because we're providing more value, and people are also getting better results with them. So yeah, it's great. So I've been thinking about, how do I get people to sign up for more of the services? What is if we're going to do, so one idea that I've had is just to like bundle all of our services together, including with our tools, and offering that offering that as a bundle, as a package. But I don't know how to price it. I don't know if that is the way to go, to bundle everything together. In the past, I've done that. I've bundled everything together, where we've had, one client who has our tools, they have our team managing their ads, or they're meeting consistently with one of our client success team members. And for the most part, like 90% of the time, it works great. But we've also had a few people who, like, let's say their ads didn't perform well for a week, because that's normal. Like, ads are not going to be 100% working 100% consistently 100% of the time. There are times there's seasonality to the ads. Like, you may have a week, 2 weeks where the ads aren't doing as well as they've always been performing, and then they go back up. And then it does that at times, where it goes down and it goes up. And that is something that we prepare our clients for. Like, we let them know, but still we have clients that are just like, hey, it's been a week and my clients aren't doing the same. So when that usually happens in the past, when we bundle our services together, clients are like, it's been a week, like, my ads aren't doing great. Are you guys managing them? What are you doing? What am I paying for? And then at that point, like, the software that we're offering with our proven automations, everything that we're doing for them when it comes to meeting with them, when it comes to maintaining the ads, the effort that we put in, like, all of that is meaningless if like the ads stop performing for a week. So to solve that problem, I thought, I'm going to separate everything into, here's our software, here's our tools. And just offer people the flexibility. If you don't want to pay for our ads maintenance because the ads aren't working that well for you for a couple of weeks, you can stop it and then pick it back up later or something. So I gave people the flexibility, but I don't feel it's tough, because even though now people have the flexibility, it's tough to go back to clients and then say like, hey, it's been a week or whatever, we've seen the ads have been doing great for other clients, let's pick it back up and keep selling the clients on getting this service again. So that has been tough. It's also been tough to explain like how our offers work, or why we have everything separated, and like how people can pay for what we offer, the software, the services. That has been difficult. So when it comes to the bottleneck of lead generation, it's more than that. It's like, okay, how do we easily articulate our value proposition and our services and what we do and the offer. So it needs to be simple and easy to understand. Like, here's what we do, here's who we do it for, here's what we offer, and that's it. Like, it's just a super simple way. And so yeah, I've been thinking about like the services, like how do we structure the services so that we sign up more people for that. What about our price points? And yeah, where is our position in the marketplace? How do we position ourselves? Ideally what I would like to get to is just like, how do we have something that works really well for our clients, something that our clients love, yet at the same time we're really good at like fulfilling that thing. Like we're good at providing that experience for the clients. Ideally, it's something that, because of our expertise, won't take us a lot of effort. So we could have more leverage. Ideally, something like our services that we can have higher prices for. I'm thinking about all of these things, like what is our position in the marketplace and how do we differentiate ourselves from other in a way that is meaningful? That's where we're at. That's the biggest thing in our business. And, the question that I came up for Alex Hormozi is like, okay, if we want to bundle our services and our tools together and offer that to our clients, how do we price it and how do we position it? How do we market it? Right now, I've been talking about in this last few days or maybe last couple of weeks about offering a free trial for people to bring people on board. I'm wondering if ultimately that's a strategy that can scale, because when you're offering free trials, you're paying advertising to get people to do a free trial. Essentially, you're paying money and you're not making any money. So is that scalable? Are we going to run into scaling issues if we do a free trial offer? So all of these questions, but I need to figure out, so I've already been talking here for 20 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how to say this succinctly. So yeah, that's where we're at in our business. It's good. I've been speaking to my wife about this in terms of where we're at, what we're struggling with, how we fix how do we solve the problems that we're encountering. And I also love to hear podcasts about business. I love to chat with my business friends about where they're at and everybody. And just the common theme amongst everybody is that everybody has some sort of bottleneck and they're struggling with, that they're stumped by, and everybody's facing with competition. Everybody's going through the same things at one scale or another. But yeah, ultimately, I think business is just all about problem solving. And right now, that's where we're at. Anyway, and because this is a daily business update videos, I'm just going to end with saying that today I also wrote here a couple of different ad copies for programs. So right now, to advertise our free trial, I am going to go with the angle of summer, because right now our clients are about to go into their summer programs, their year. So they follow the academic year here in the US with dance studios, gymnastics gyms, swim schools. So I'm going to talk about summer enrollment, summer programs, see if that works. And I am testing out, you can see here, it says preparing the campaign that I launch. I'm testing out lead ads to see if that works. Testing out quite a few different creatives. So maybe like six or seven, between 5 and 7 creatives. We'll see what works. So yeah, but ideally I could get some of this to work before I go and meet with Alex. And also just a heads up, somebody who came from this other ad that I had launched the other day also just started their trial. So that's exciting. We'll see. Another person who started who also I spoke to today. I don't know. We'll see. She said that she was interested, but we'll see if she will sign up. And then there was another person who I felt got a little bit of a weird vibe. Maybe they were trying to figure out what our business was about or something. I don't know. They were just asking really weird questions. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.